Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brittany, and if this is your first time stumbling across one of my videos, I usually focus on fashion, beauty, luxury, lifestyle, fragrances, and pretty much whatever else I feel like talking about. So if that seems like something that you may be interested in, go ahead and click on that subscribe button if you enjoy the content, of course. Also, if you're already a subscriber, go ahead and click on that notification bell so that you do not miss an upload from me. Okay, y'all, so today I am back with my top 10 fragrances from 2025. Now listen, I really wanted to do like a top 10 of new releases. And a lot of these are new releases, but I could not do a video like this without mentioning some of my faves. And a couple of my favorites did not come out in 2025, so I could not leave them off of Bad and Bougie, okay? I also wanted this to be authentic, okay? Because sometimes it's the newness of it all that makes you excited, but these were the actual fragrances that I reached for, and not all were created in 2025. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just be true to me and show you guys my favorites that I added to my collection in 2025. So if you guys are interested, then stick around. And these are also in no particular order. I love them all. So let's start with this one, you guys. This is Victoria Beckham's Portofino. Oh my goodness, I talked about this fragrance so much. I actually picked this up for this to be my signature scent when I went to Greece, and I'm so happy that I did. I discovered this last year, but I think it came out in maybe 2023, could have been 2024. I just knew when I found it in 2024, I was so tempted to buy it, blind buy it at that, and this was a blind buy. However, I was like, you know what? It's the bottle color for me. I want this to be my signature scent for Greece. If nothing else, it'll be for the photos, okay? But I ended up falling in love with this fragrance so much. This, oh, it is so sexy. It is gorgeous. You guys, this fragrance is so good. The beauty of this is like it's an aquatic, marine, kind of ambery, citrusy, oh, sexy fragrance, you guys. Oh my goodness, it is so beautiful. This is unisex, and it's absolutely perfect for a European vacation. I mean, hence Portofino. I didn't go to Portofino, but I did go to Greece. I went to Athens, I went to Mykonos, and I went to Santorini. So it was literally so perfect for that vacation. I love this. I got a lot of compliments on it. When that sea breeze was on me, I mean, the way this thing wafted, yes, it gave. So this was such a great addition to my collection. If you like this, just a little hint, go ahead and add Patrick Ta's body cream to your collection to layer with this. Fabulous. If you like that, you'll love this. Okay, so if you've been thinking about it, go on ahead and get this. I need to get my nose on a couple of the others. I really need to just get the Discovery set. However, y'all know how I feel about a blind buy. I like the adrenaline of it all. And it's such a hard fragrance to describe. All I can say is ambery, sexy, aquatic, well, marine more so than aquatic. I think it has some sea notes in here. What are they? I don't know. It's fabulous. Okay, very, very, very good, very addictive as well. Such a sexy scent. I mean, think date night on the beach. This is her. This is her. So good. Next up, let's talk about Maison Crivelli's Hibiscus Mahajad. Now, this had been on my wish list for a little minute. I don't know when this came out, but I added it to my collection in 2025. And a lot of you guys told me just to go ahead and get it. I would love it. And you guys, it's such a polarizing fragrance. But if you like punchy, strong, you know, compliment getter, kind of like attention grabbing type of fragrances, this is definitely one that checks all of those boxes. So in this, you're going to have some rose, you're going to have some cinnamon, spearmint, I think is in this. It may have some vanilla in the base. I'm not exactly sure of all the notes, but what I do smell is definitely like a minty cinnamon, punchy, juicy type of fragrance. That hibiscus kind of leans like a very tart, bright lychee mixed with that rose. Is super sexy, and it is beast mode. When I wear this, I do maybe 2 sprays, you guys, okay? And then I love mixing this with like sparkling lychee from what is it called? Kayali. This is just such a beautiful, sexy, punchy type of fragrance. Imagine if you're in Dubai, this is a Miami type of fragrance. Some, you know, would say it could be signature scent worthy, but I do think this could be a bit much for every single day. It's one of those, you know, you pull out your heavy hitter type days, okay? So this is a really great fragrance. So happy to have this in my collection. And you guys were right. She's a keeper. Next, we have Another 13. I finally added the full bottle to my collection in 2025. Y'all, this is the only Le Labo fragrance I can ever see myself purchasing. There are some others that smell okay, but this is not me, okay? Like Le Labo, the brand, it's more for me a house type of fragrance line than it is like how I want to smell. However, with Another 13, wow, the way that my skin, my body chemistry loves this fragrance, it is unheard of. This is, I mean, is this a skin scent? I don't know that it is. To me, this definitely transforms on different people. It smells totally different on everybody, in my opinion. So this one, it just smells so good. I mean, it's like, it has a little sweetness to it, but overall it's more musky and woody, but it's not too musky. Okay, not in my opinion. Oof, if I'm gonna pick a skin scent, it's definitely going to be this. You get some pear in here. I think some other citruses. This has jasmine, which is one of my favorite notes. I'm sure, does it have ambrette or something? Probably some type of ambrette musk or something like that. Definitely one of those skin scent type of notes, but this just smells clean girl with a hint of sexiness. This person is very sure. It's not a screamer or a yeller, you know what I mean? This is definitely a whisperer, but it's a quiet confidence type of fragrance. And when I wear this, whether it's alone or when I mix it with something, I always get a compliment on this. And I was shocked when I actually wore it by itself and I still got compliments, because to me, this is like a base layer for me. You know what I mean? And I add like more feminine fragrances on top. But I wore this just one day and I ended up at the mall and I got a lot of compliments, you guys. I was in David Yurman, got compliments. I had people like stopping me as I was just walking by. I mean, this is amazing. So I'm so happy that I finally have this in my collection. Another 13 by Le Labo. And it's super special because I picked this up in Nashville at our Le Labo store. And it was just on one of those self-care days around my birthday. So yeah, I'm so happy to have this. Love, love, love this fragrance. So good. Okay, next, let's talk about Valentino Extra Dose. I believe this one did come out this year. Valentino had two releases. They had this one and Ivory. Ivory's growing on me. I do like her. She's still in my collection. However, this was my favorite of 2025. Oh my goodness. And if I would have done 2025 new release favorites, this would have been a part of that as well. So as you can see, I have the little tiny bottle. Oh, but don't you ever fret. She has a new bottle waiting on her. Okay, so I'm almost done with this. And this is one of those girly, sexy fragrances that, I mean, this is just so girly pop with like that sex appeal, because the sweetness in this, the rum in this, it gives it a little bit of a booziness. The way that this lingers and wafts off the body. I'm talking about dinner. I'm talking about sexy, you know, girls' night. When you put on your cutest clothes, honey, we're not doing it for the men. Men never notice, okay? When we're doing it for our girls, like this is one of those fragrances. But don't get it wrong. Even if you're out and you want some attention, you know, a little, you're sitting at the bar, a man's gonna come up and be like, what are you wearing? Okay, it has happened, trust. This is so good. That rum in this, the addition of the rum in this really does a lot, in my opinion. And I also have this one. This is the Valentino Intense. This has been out for a while, but this one is more masculine to me. This is the girly pop version of this. If you did not like the Intense, but you wanted something a little more dense and something maybe a more nighttime version than the original Valentino Donna Born Aroma, it's going to be the extra dose. It's fabulous. I promise you. And I can't wait to crack open my new bottle. Now, speaking of girly pop fragrances, I had to mention Lancome's La Vie Belle. This is the Vanille Nude, you guys. This is my favorite La Vie Belle. Oh my goodness, out of all of them. This is a powdery, sweet, girly fragrance that's elegant. It's not too cloying. It's what I would consider to be a modern gourmand. Okay, you definitely get a lot of that vanilla in here. I mean, it's a sweet vanilla, but then it's balanced out with the original La Vie Belle DNA, and it also has some solar notes in here as well, which can kind of be a deterrent for me. I'm not a sunscreeny type of person, but I feel like those solar notes really do help the vanilla and that original DNA. It uplifts the fragrance. It just makes you think of a pretty vanilla pink fragrance on a bright sunny day. That's what this reminds me of. It is so gorgeous. It is just such a staple. Now, this is something that I feel like could be signature scent worthy. You can wear this every single day. I don't think you would get tired of it. You can wear it to work, to church. You can wear it, you know, for dinner, and it lasts. It's beast mode, you guys. Now, it's not as strong as the original, but because it still has that original DNA in here, this is going to last. If you've ever smelled any of the La Vie Belles, you know they have that like super strong, I like to say more of a mature type of vanilla scent, but this one is so much more modern, a little bit more fresh and young. I love this. And the bottle is gorgeous. The way that this bottle looks is exactly how this fragrance smells, okay? I don't think you can really go wrong with this one. It's fabulous. Now, since we're talking about flankers, let's go ahead and get into Vanille Couture. And this is a part of the Libre line from YSL or Libre. You guys, y'all already know this is my absolute favorite Libre. It's already sold out. This should probably be the last time that I speak about this fragrance unless they bring it back, because this was limited edition and you cannot get it anywhere now. This fragrance is absolutely beautiful. My mom even bought this, okay? Like, my mom is so picky when it comes to fragrances, and she hardly likes anything that I like. But you guys know I'm not really a Libre fan, so I don't know, but this one is so good. It's the original Libre DNA. It's much softer. It's not as much of that aromatic lavender in here. It's sweeter, but it's like not gourmand sweet by any means. It's couture sweet, like a vanilla couture, a couture type of vanilla. I don't know if it has like caviar, vanilla caviar or something in here, but this one is sweet vanilla without being gourmand. It's still that same elegant, you know, feminine scent profile. It's just softer. It's more velvety in my opinion. I feel like this kind of can wrap you up and have that soft velvety texture, whereas the others can be a lot more sharp and just jagged. This one is blended very well. It's just so much more smoother in my opinion. I just love this one. So this is my absolute favorite Libre, and of course it would be. Look at the bottle. She's gorgeous, you guys. Okay, next up, I had to mention this one. This came out in 2025. This is a new release from Forvr Mood. It's called She Was Here. Love the bottle on this. Absolutely gorgeous. This is a rose pistachio milk type of fragrance. It's super warm, very feminine, very sexy. This one is, it's hard to get. Was my all-time favorite of the lineup, but then I love NDA as well. Jackie she did a really good job on the line. I do feel like this one is the strongest out of all of them though, okay? This one smells so good. The compliments that I get on this, I've talked about this on the channel several times in the short amount of time that I've had this, and I get so many, I'm talking about stopping me. Do you understand me? All races, all genders, all the things. They're stopping me asking. Crowded bars. I would never forget. I was at a place here and it was like these girls, they kept on coming over there like, what was that again? What are you wearing? And it was so loud. It was so hard for me to like you know, you don't want to seem like you're uninterested. So I'm like screaming, hey, and she was here. Let me just write it down for you. And they just kept coming back over there because, I mean, they barely could hear me, but she was here. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. So good. Like, for this to be in Sephora, I love this. And I have layered this so many times with like making it a little bit more sweet with more pistachio fragrances. This with Heal the Way. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. This with Hard to Get. So pretty. I mean, you can add this to like your rose fragrances as well. Put this and Delina together. Wow. Wow. And the more this sits, like when I first got this, I thought the rose in here was very similar to Delina. It is still, but it's a lot more warm. Like Delina is super powdery, and I feel like this is like sexier, you know? So I would, like, if I wanted to just make Delina a lot more warm and comforting, I could add this to it, and it gives it that sex appeal, that depth, because Delina can be very sharp, you know, in a bright pink, well, like a soft pink rose, but very sharp and strong. This one is just warm and like cozy. I love this fragrance. So it's so good. Jackie Aina, I mean, fabulous, fabulous job on She Was Here. Definitely my new favorite from the lineup. Okay, next up we have another Black owned brand. Now this is Showgirl from Harlem Perfume Co. Y'all, this is a white floral with some citrus in here. It has some aromatic notes. I think it's a lavender note in here as well. This smells so good. Ooh, this smells so good. Like, it's bright, but it's unique. It's citrus and bright, but it's not like, it doesn't smell like oranges and lemons. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that type. It's still sexy and grown and sophisticated while still having those citrus notes. They did such a fabulous job with this. I love the bottle. I just love everything about this brand, and it's available at Sephora. So you know I love to support a Black owned brand in Sephora. This came out at Sephora in 2025 as well. A fabulous release from the brand. What I love about this is that it opens up so zesty and bright, but then you have that amber, you have some musk and all of that in the base. So it grounds it and it gives it a little bit of something to stick to. This is more of an airy fragrance. It's not going to be a beast mode type of scent, but I mean, it's perfect for, I feel like, what it is. I would wear this all year round, but in the summertime, I feel like this would be so warm on the skin. I haven't had this in the summer yet, but I can't wait to wear it. But I would wear this all year round. But to get more of that like zesty opening, I mean, I feel like this would perform so good in the warmer weather. But even now, it's really, really nice, and it's uplifting as well. So if you need something that's going to still have a warmth to it, but uplifting and bright, you need to try Showgirl, okay? I just love the name of this. It's so cute. Like, this is so cute. I love this fragrance. So good. Next, we have Dream by The Maker. Now, this is going to be your warm, spicy, vanilla type of fragrance. It's unisex. This surprised me. It really did. Like, when I look at this bottle, this reminds me of just like quiet luxury, rich hotel vibes, right? That's how this smells. Like, what do they call it? Like hotel lobby vanillas? Absolutely. That's what this is giving. I think this has like a cinnamon butter note in here, and it's not butter like butter popcorn. It's cinnamon butter, okay? So it's super spicy and warm and sexy. But then you also have some magnolia in here. So that white flower, it really gives it just a beautiful, oh my goodness, y'all, this is so good. I don't know, I've never been in New Orleans, but if this was like a fancy hotel in New Orleans, I would believe you. Like if this was the scent. It just smells so fabulous. It has some sandalwood in here. I love a sandalwood note every now and then. This is white sandalwood. And you also have vanilla orchid in here. And I think it kind of uplifts it a bit, because with all of those like deeper notes, this could lean super masculine. But this is like a perfect unisex fragrance in my opinion. It's gorgeous, y'all. It really surprised me because I got this. I had it on my list for a while, but I blind bought it because they don't have this in my Sephora. And I just had to have the bottle. I mean, honestly, this is my favorite type of decor. Like, I live for like an Art Deco moment like this. So gorgeous. And I do want to say this, okay? This is an interesting vanilla. It's beautiful, but wait for the dry down. That's where the magic happens with this. Okay, if you're looking for a unique vanilla fragrance that's not overly sweet, cloying, childish, none of that. Just rich, sexy, unisex, but not masculine. I mean, you need to get your nose on Dream from the maker, okay? It is so pretty. Wait on that dry down though. You don't have to because it's still nice. But you may smell it and be like, okay, you know. But when you wear this and you wait on that dry down, come back and let me know what you think, okay? Let me know. Okay, y'all, so we're on our 10th fragrance, and you guys know I always have to cheat just a little bit, but at least they're the same brand. So this is my 10th fragrance. These are both from Abiyedh, a new house for me, and this one is Coral. This was my first purchase, and this one is Scarlet. Let's get into these, okay? So Coral, I picked this up in the summertime, ranted and raved about this on the channel. This smells so good. I want to drink this, but like you can't, you know, it's like that juicy. It smells like a watermelon Jolly Rancher, but in the most elevated, classy way. This has some like oceanic notes in here, and this is an interpretation of Wave Child from Room One somebody. I was never really interested in that, but when I saw this and it was so affordable, I said, you know what, let me just try it out. I wore this down in the summertime, mixed and layered it with all the things. I mean, this is so nice. If you're looking for a juicy watermelon fragrance that is not juvenile, you need Abiyedh Coral in your collection, you guys, okay? This, I gotta keep smelling it. My mouth is literally watering. Oh, wow. It's so good, so strong, lasts all day. I'm talking about 8-10 hours, okay? Like this lasts on the skin and of course on the clothing. I like this a little bit more on clothing than I do on skin, because sometimes on the skin I do get a little bit of that extra oceanic note, which I think it helps make the fragrance, but sometimes you can get a whiff and it's like, I see what they were talking about in Wave Child. This one is so good. This smells so good and it's so affordable. I'll link it down below. And then of course we have Abiyedh Scarlet. Now I'm just now reading on the side that this says I am Scarlet White. I never noticed that. This, oh, sexy, 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 sexy. This is a cherry rose fragrance, and this is their interpretation of Fetiche La Rose from Christian Louboutin. Now, I wanted Christian Louboutin's fragrance. When I first smelled it, I was like, okay, you know, it smelled really good. I love a rose, but I'm so over cherry, and y'all know I love cherry too, but I was so over cherry that when I smelled cherry rose, I was like, it's okay. Like, I like it. It's sexy for sure, but I was like, do I want to spend the money on that? Do I just want it because of the bottle? Because the bottle is gorgeous. But then I said, you know what? Instead, let me just go ahead and pick this up. Then as soon as I picked this up, I wore it a couple times. I said, oh, I need to run back and go get the fragrance. Then it was sold. Oh, but guess what? I'm not missing a beat still, okay? Because this smells, I mean, I'm going to give you 99%. 99% identical. This wears a little heavier than the original. I feel like the original, and it is something that makes it, you know, almost a $300 fragrance, is that it's syrupy, it's thick, but it still wears just a little bit more elegantly, okay? This is gonna be beast mode. She's gonna smack you in your face. You're gonna know she's here. She said, I am Scarlet White, and you're gonna know that. Okay, so this is so beautiful. If you like Fetiche La Rose from Christian Louboutin and you do not want to spend close to $300, you need this. you need this. The best interpretation that I've smelled thus far, and again, it's giving 99%. Okay, you can't beat this. You cannot beat this with a stick. So absolutely love this. If you're looking for a sexy cherry rose, a must-have in your collection. Okay, so those were my top 10 fragrances that I added to my collection in 2025. These were my favorites. These were my most reached for, the ones that I just can't stop sniffing, and the ones that honestly, like, I would buy over again. You know what I mean? They were that good, you guys. So let me know what you think about my lineup. I would love to know some of your tops. Make sure you comment that below. Give me maybe like your top 3 that you added to your collection in 2025, or your top 3 new releases. Okay, I'm interested to hear, because there were so many fragrance releases in 2025. I mean, it was hard to keep up. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please check out the description box. Everything will be linked down below. It's very hard to find it these days, so you do have to click on show more and it'll open up all the links. So everything that you need will be there, including like my lip combo and all those things. Okay, so thanks again for watching, and I will talk to you on my next one. Bye, y'all.